attention, I got extensions. We won't be.
It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Philadelphia. It's the Rams and the Eagles, next on Madden Football.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. Sanders has the first down and much more. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. They'll run with Sanders. And some room to work. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Miles Sanders, 48 yards. And the Eagles have struck first in this NFC title game. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
102 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a give right side. It's Sanders. Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5. Gonna give this time to the tailback. He gets away from one, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 43-yard line.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Shedding through the defense. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return is Henderson. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now left side on the swing pass. Now the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And take it right on the 30. Pushing his way through. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Looking to throw. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense, right?
Yeah,
if you know, on it. Right? You know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would have taken my chance.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Miles Sanders sending his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-0. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Into the secondary, past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Good work, D. That's how we ball, fellas.
And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us as always as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 56 in L.A. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And it's caught off the deflection. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Adam Humphries in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 6. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached half. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Stafford, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Stafford. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fresh off the pick-6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Stafford going to give to Akers on the draw. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? But everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They'll run with Sanders. Oh, fighting off the defender. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. 5 plays there on that drive, and it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. takes it at the 7. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And some room to maneuver. He's at the 50, 30, 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 99 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Brandon, when when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Brandon, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think,
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, 41 yards. And the Eagles are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down. To throw is Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on second down. Stafford. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's got room. There he goes, right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Elliott on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return is Henderson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their backs really against the wall now. And we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the fourth. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletion formations on 1st and 2nd down bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Taking it about the 16. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. Fights through, and now a crease. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Elliott now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing is Stafford. That's complete to his tight end Higbee. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Stafford now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's Johnny Hacker now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded just inside the 20. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On 1st down, Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And what a ride it has been. NFC champs, they have